How do you ask your partner, if you're in a relationship, about going to a play party? Like, hey, honey, have you ever heard of a play party before? I'm here with Reed Mahako from ReadAboutSex.com.
Kathy Vartuli of the Intimacy Dojo sitting right next to me. If you're watching this video with your partner and they've never brought this topic up,
if they're turning a little bit red,
are they trying to tell you something?
Possibly. Yeah, but what if they're not watching this video with their partner? How can they bring up the topic like, honey, I heard the Johnsons went to a play party. What do you think about that? It's hard. It's a hard topic if you've never talked about it. It's hard to ask questions about it.
I mean, there's lots of different ways to broach the subject. You can talk about fantasies. Like, it really depends on your relationship and what you're open for. I mean, depending on your relationship and also, on all kinds of cultural preferences, it seems that the idea of the birthday threesome for some sort of milestone birthday seems to have a kind of idea around it that most people won't destroy their marriages or their friendships with those situations. So let's say that you're 40 and you're like, honey, when I turn 60 is a milestone. Like 20 years from now, do you think maybe for my 60th birthday we could have a threesome? Or go to an orgy? Like, what do you think about that? Like,
it's far enough away, it's not so scary.
I mean, again, like, we're talking about strategies. It's really like, and again, like, now this is more of a relationship question. Like, it's can you have a conversation in your relationships about conversations about sexual things you might have on your bucket list?
Yeah. Like,
maybe it's a conversation about bucket lists.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I think we should have a date night where we come up with a sexual bucket list and that we're going to share it with each other.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I'm going to also say that, how's your relationship? Mm-hmm. Do you guys often talk about scary stuff, and how has that gone before?
Yeah, it might be good to practice with small things before you jump into the deep
end. So, I mean, like, I can't guarantee, but what I can say is probably healthy is to have a conversation about being able to have conversations about scary things. Mm-hmm. That context, most relationship therapists and coaches will agree, probably a good skill to exercise.
Yeah.
Versus, let's build a relationship where we can never talk about anything scary or anything we're ashamed of, and that we end up lying and hiding things from each other.
Yeah. One other thing you can do is, if you decide to talk to your partner, and I do think it's great if you want to just pull up this video and say, honey, let's watch this. That works too.
However, what that means is, if your partner doesn't know, you just paid for a course about a thing. So is it okay for you and your partner to buy things without telling each other? Like, there's a Pandora's box here, right?
But one of the things that I've seen over and over, because I have a lot of new people coming to my play parties, is when they first ask their partner, they may have had different expectations. So some of them, I've had couples come where their agreement was they were just going to play with each other and be at a play party.
Okay.
So, like, if you talk to your partner and say, honey, I want to go to a play party, they might think that you want to be in the middle of an orgy where you're wife swapping or whatever, versus, I'd like to go see what it's like and make out with you on the couch.
Like,
it's a very
I would
different
like
experience.
us to have a date night where we go to an orgy and just people watch.
Yeah. And that can be really hot. And I did. We do the mildest and wildest, and there's a video about that. They were going around, and they were like, my mildest is to just watch holding hands with my wife, and my wildest is, like, I want to make out with her on the couch while people do stuff around us.
I mean, if you think about it, as adults, most of us haven't made out in front of other adults ever, right? A lot of people have never even done that. And then how many people have never watched? I mean, there are so many people who've never watched porn together.
Yeah.
So if you're even watching this video, and at some point you go to a play party and you watch other people have sex, and you're fully clothed eating popcorn, like, do you realize you are winning at life?
Yeah, it's very cool, actually. So it might be good when if you're talking to your partner, however you bring up the topic, having an idea of what you'd actually like to experience and being able to articulate that so that the other person isn't making up stories like, is it a gangbang or are we holding hands while we watch other people? It's a very different experience. So, and I love what you said about talking to your partner about those things. Sharing our fantasies is really important, even if we don't, not even share all fantasies, but being open and sharing what we're afraid of talking about can make the relationship really rich if we have the skills to do that. So, hope this helped. Please leave questions and comments below.
Good luck.